The Supreme Court is dealing with the case of the anonymity of the electoral bonds. Now, the topmost court of the country, a constitution bench of the same, headed by the Chief Justice of India, Dr. Justice Chandrachud, is dealing with the question of whether or not this clause of anonymity that is attached in the electoral bonds, that the contributors' anonymity is kept a secret and it's kept anonymous, is something which is right or wrong, has to be decided by the Supreme Court of India. Now, the petitioners began their argument by saying that the central government brought this scheme in order to legalize kickbacks. In fact, another charge that the petitioners had against the central government in bringing this particular scheme was that there is not a level playing field left when most of the funds are coming to the ruling party, in which figures were shown by Advocate Prashant Bhushan, very categorically saying that more than 60% of the contributions that are coming through the electoral bonds are to the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party government, while the other parties, including the Congress, are receiving a nominal amount of the same. Apart from that, it was also argued by the CPIM through Advocate Shaitan Farasat that they have not taken a single penny with regards to the electoral bonds. Now, in response to all of these submissions, the central government has said that this is not the case in hand. In fact, the electoral bonds was not just a single scheme brought in to tackle black money. In fact, it was a series of schemes including digitalization and deregistration of shell companies, which was also a part of the Finance Act, through which electoral bonds were brought in an order to tackle black money. In fact, it has also been stated that the elections after the electoral bonds would have been much fairer and freer. The Solicitor General of India, who was today arguing before the topmost court of the country, continued his argument for the second day, very categorically told the court that the electoral bond scheme has to have the anonymity clause, because that might be very crucial to the donators and those who are contributing through the electoral bonds. Now, whether or not the Supreme Court would be giving out an order in the favor of the government or not, that is a question that can only be answered with a matter of time.